This is for you, Scorpio. Mars is transiting retrograde all the month of May, but continues to travel through the sign of Sagittarius, bringing the ways of long ago back into fashion. And this is going to influence your second house of money and possessions until the 27th, when the red planet ingresses into the sign of Scorpio, affecting your first house, obviously, and the attributes thereof that are self and appearances, causing you to focus on how you created your affectations in the past, with the thought of reapplying these innovations that worked for you then, for the thought of applying it to situations in the here and the now. Now, Mars is known as the attribute of God the warrior, found in Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war, almighty is his name. Now, pay attention. Pluto is still retrograde all month, and it's continuing a transit through the sign of Capricorn the goat, which lasts until 2023. The retrograde transit of Pluto in Capricorn affects your third house of communication and transportation throughout this sojourn. Now, this state of affairs will generate a self-reflective, perhaps even melancholy nature, so be aware of that. It could create a bit of a depression, a watery, melancholy nature about you in regards to your communication skills and the methods of transportations that have suited you in the past. Now, this continues to be important in your life at this time, Scorpio. Now, this melancholy type of watery nature might bring on sort of waterborne type of situations. So you want to keep that positive by keeping the waters clean. Don't let toxic emotions get in the way. All right? Now, Pluto is known as the attribute of God, the rich Father, found in Luke 12:24. Consider the ravens, for they sow not, neither do they reap, neither have they storehouse nor barn, and God feedeth them. How much are you more valuable than they? Now, let's see how your ruling planets of Mars and Pluto affect you this month, Scorpio. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. Your water guarding Archangel, Gabriel speaks to you from your Scorpio angel, Barchiel. This is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Scorpio angel. It's a Zodiac angel, Barchiel, who resides over the Scorpion's fixed water nature. And these are his messages for you in love, money, and health. First, for Barchiel's love transmission. Of course, this is with the help of the mighty Archangel Gabriel, who is the Archangel who rules over all the water signs, again helping with the teaching angel, the Zodiac angel Barchiel. For the love transmission for you this month, Scorpio, the people who love you the most will be seeing just how astute and intelligent and capable that you really are, making promises of loyalty to you. So they're going to promise you a lot of loyalty. And that's important to you. Now, this will be especially important to you this month in that you will finally see the forest and not just the trees when it comes to your interpersonal relationships. Now, people might get a little obsessive, which can drive you right up the wall. Okay? They can drive you crazy with their obsessive-compulsive behavior. But be patient with these types of compulsive and overly hypervigilant individuals, since they are trying so hard to please you and make you like them. So don't be so hard on these people who are actually trying to please you. Scorpio tends to gravitate towards people that maybe don't please them, people that are more aloof. But, because perhaps you feel less put upon, and that's understandable. But you should see value in those who are truly loyal and trying to please you. So just keep that in mind. Now, financial planners, this is for your love transmission, for Barchiel's love transmission, moving into the now money transmission. For your money transmission from Barchiel and the Archangel Gabriel, financial planners are on the top of your to-do list, since getting your wealth, your money, your wealth into a state of building for the future is what you're focused on this month in the area of your paycheck, businesses, or employees. Accumulating surpluses instead of wasteful spending is what you will be most attentive to from now on. And also, for a projectable future, for a long time to come in the foreseeable future. Now, don't forget to figure in the money you need to spoil and pamper yourself to maintain good all-around emotional and physical health. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Now, for Barchiel's health transmission, again, with the help of the guardian angel Gabriel, a communication of vast significance will be forthcoming this month in regards to your health. Now, you might be on pins and needles about this, anticipating it, but in actuality, you know the outcome of any fitness test because you understand cause and effect. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing to your body. You know what you should do. You know what you shouldn't do. So you know what the outcome is already. So if we take care of those very small details, then the big details take care of themselves. Take care of your pennies and your dollars. Take care of themselves. This is true in health as well. Now, simply modify your behavior if you want to change any outcomes in regards to your well-being. As you well know, your health practitioner, doing what your health practitioner tells you to do, how they've instructed you, does actually work. So if you've chosen a good one that shares in your goals and values for your fitness and for your health of your mind and your body and your soul and your spirit, your emotions, your mental, physical, emotional, spiritual fitness, if you do what your practitioner, the health practitioner you've chosen tells you, you'll do well. Because as long as you're working with someone who shares your goals and you do what they say, then all will be well. Because it's a well-known fact in wellness circles that there's basically a triangle of we've said this before, but we'll mention again, there's a triangle of healing, of getting well. It doesn't matter what the health practitioner is doing, quite frankly. They've had MDs, go into cultures where they use witch doctors, for example, and they saw that as long as the doctor or witch doctor, whatever, believes in the treatment and believes in their ability to apply the treatment properly, and as long as the patient believes in the treatment and the doctor's ability to apply the treatment, it works. So the treatment, the doctor, the patient, as long as that is there, and not just believe, as long as they're certain, it works. Again, there's the certainty principle. The certainty principle is very important because whatever you are doubtful of doesn't manifest. Whatever you are certain of manifests. So you know what you're doing. Now, for this month's lucky runestone prediction, and then we're going to get into a Merkaba meditation. We're going to give you a spinning technique. Just stay with us for that. The runestone we got for you is Canaz this month. And the reading for Canaz, you're determined to have your way this month. And this is the best time to apply all the enthusiasm and zeal towards higher achievements. You're zealous. As well as those irresistible ideas that you are sure to revamp your goals and your plans. So you've gotten some bright ideas and you want to be very enthusiastic and zealous about that and you want to push that forward. Now, for the Merkaba technique, we gave you some hexagrams last time. This time we're going to have you focus on the earth hexagram, even though you're water, because if you work with the other hexagrams that are water and air and fire in the beginning, that could harm you. So you don't want to harm your higher causal bodies or body of light because that will affect your physical body very badly. So, because cause and effect. The physical body is the effect. So what you want to do is you want to use the earth hexagram, a three-dimensional earth Earth hexagram, which is a three-dimensional Star of David, and you want to, that's the Earth, you want to ground with that. So you want to spin the whole thing either counterclockwise or clockwise. Now, there's different people, different schools of thought, so we'll tell you how we go about it. Basically, some people say one way for males, one way for females, but we have a method which we can teach you in our Merkaba class. You can visit us, our website at www.readingsbyrosemary.com, and because we're masters in this area, in our Merkaba technique and our Merkaba teachings in class. So what you can do is you can take our class, and we can tell you how to see in the iris which way it should be spun for you initially. Because you're going to spin it this way and that, both clockwise and counterclockwise at different times during your Merkaba training. But at one point, you'll even be spinning the one that points up and the one that points down in opposite directions. But that's very advanced, and do not do that without a master teacher such as myself. Otherwise, you could definitely injure yourself badly. It could even cause irreversible and grievous harm. So do not do that without proper instruction. And so this is a warning for that. And again, we can tell you whether you should spin it counterclockwise or clockwise initially, depending on the reading in your iris. It's not iridology. It's a different technique because it's like a thumbprint. Okay, every person is very specific. Yes, there's generalizations for the direction that the Merkaba is facing for male and female, obviously, with the projection. Now, when you get up to these very high frequencies, you have to take care of your physical body. You need to consume aloe drinks, are very good and healing. You also need to consume a lot of fluids. Putting some lemon or lime, just a little tiny bit, in some water and drinking that to clear your body out is very helpful. And you must not eat meat while you're utilizing these very high frequencies. You must be pristine and you must be very clean and very clear with your consciousness. You cannot have any kind of meat products or dairy. You have to be a vegan when you are utilizing this type of high energy transmission. You cannot have any alcohol. And you cannot have any caffeine. There can be nothing on board that isn't pure. Drinking a lot of coconut water is recommended. And now a little extra something. We've gotten here for you today an Urim and Thummim, name of God, divination. We're going to give you just a taste of this. This one is it came up as the tribe of Reuben. And this is the sign of Aries. This is what came up. It's Yud, from Revelation 4:7, and the first living creature was like a lion. And the next letter was a small hay, and second living creature like a calf. And Vav, and the third living creature having the face as it were of a man. And hay, the final hay, and that final hay is of water. And the fourth living creature was like an eagle flying. Now, some people get confused because they think that Scorpio is a water sign. So why is the eagle the representation in the four living creatures? That's because the risen form of Scorpio is indeed the eagle. And the eagle lifts up the serpent, lifts up the snake, and that is the alchemical secret of the Yod-He Vav-He formula. So this is, again, the four living creatures. Now, you may have a different translation of this, but this is the one that comes through to you from Zohar. Now, a disclaimer is in order. High magic can be dangerous. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Now, remember to chant your divine tone of I create, or try out the higher aspect of simply meditating on the quality of creating. And be wise, be well, be all you are meant to be, Scorpio. Okay, now for the ephemeris information, calculations for Eastern and Greenwich Mean Time, respectively. For Eastern Time, we have the new moon on the 6th of May, 2016 at 3:30 p.m. That's 16 degrees Taurus, 41 minutes. On the 21st of May 2016, we have a full moon at 5:15 p.m. at 1 degree Sagittarius, 13 minutes. The new moon is on the 6th of May 2016 at 7:30 p.m. That's at 16 degrees Taurus, 41 minutes. Again, that's the new moon. The full moon is on the 21st of May 2016. That's at 9:15 p.m. That's at 1 degree Sagittarius, 13 minutes. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel, and join us again next month.